Hello, everyone. I'm Miles O'Brien, and welcome to a Falcon 6X debrief. The fabulous Falcon 6X has now been through the mill, testing in various situations all over the world, hot weather, cold weather, short landings, instrument conditions. And at the end of it, it is a product that is impressing the aviation world. It's got 5,500 nautical mile range and a big, large cabin and a cockpit which is state-of-the-art. And an individual who spent about 300 hours at the controls in that cockpit is Philippe Duchateau, who is the chief test pilot for military and civil programs for Dassault Aviation. He has a couple of decades of experience, military and civil, as a test pilot. And he joins me now to give us an update on the 6X and this campaign, which brings it now to the market. Philippe, good to see you.
It's very nice to speak to you again, Miles.
Philippe, first of all, just tell us where you are right now. This is an important room.
That's the bench, what we call the bench. It's the place where you test the digital flight control system and all the systems. And we come in, it's like a sim, but some of the equipment behind it is real equipment, and it's all recorded. And you have got a cockpit, and you fly the cockpit, and before releasing DFCS software, you have to come and see it here first. It's very close to what you will get in the air.
You've done a lot of test pilot work over the years. It's always exciting to bring a new aircraft to the market. What was it about the 6X that presented any sort of particular challenge in your view?
All right. So first of all, after 2 years of flight testing and getting to the very edges of the flight envelope, it is so nice to be able to bring it to the customers and just to show how nice and smooth this aircraft is going to be. So we had a demo campaign starting by mid-November, and we flew all around the world for potential customers, just showing the aircraft around, getting very good feedbacks from those guys. And that is so nice after 2 years of hard work, I would say.
Ultimately, what is the ride like in the back?
You know, as test pilot, you're pretty much focused on the cockpit. So it was so good to be able to see the full product with a nice cabin, nice and comfortable cabin. And I had the opportunity from time to time to go in the back and just enjoy. I couldn't get the glass of champagne because I was still flying the aircraft, but you sit there and it's nice, smooth, comfortable, silent, and the feedback we got on the silence of the cabin and on the comfort of the aircraft, on the light that you have got in the cabin, that was very good, and we are there.
Well, I'm glad you weren't drinking champagne back there, Philippe. But tell me a little bit more. Tell me a little more about that experience. The cabin is it's very bright. It's very spacious.
Exactly. First of all, I will say the space, the length, the width of the cabin, and the light that we have got with massive surface of windows, the quietness as well. All that has been noticed by our customers, and the debrief after the flight, they pointed that out very, very often, saying it's so nice, so quiet, so comfortable, so enjoyable. We can have a clear discussion, and we are at flight level 430, flying at 0.85 of Mach, and that's so nice to see that.
I know the goal is to create a space where it could be your office, it could be your home.
Yes.
You're fully connected to the ground, or if you want to disconnect and get some rest. All of those things are possible in an aircraft like this. I think that the productivity you can derive out of something like this is not to be understated.
Oh, yes. I come from the military, and then in the military, we speak about operational efficiency. And operational efficiency in the Falcon jets is getting our customers from point A, point B, even if those points are quite remote, in the best condition of comfort and space so that they can be fully operational when they come back on the ground. And that's what we achieved with the Falcon 6X, with this quietness, smoothness of the ride, with the comfort, the space and the light. That's really what we try to achieve. And I guess when listening to the customers, it's we are very near to the full success on that.
The digital flight control system,
Yes.
which Dassault and Falcon have always been leaders in,
Yes.
allows for all kinds of enhancements to performance and safety.
Yep. Yes.
The word you've used with me many times, which I'd like you to explain, is you call the control sharp. What do you mean by that?
Oh, sharp. When you fly an aircraft, you want it to be as precise as possible. You want it to be able to change its trajectory the way you like with the precision you expect. And the Falcon 6X is doing it perfectly, and even better than the previous generation. When you do the flare, you have full control until the very last few inches before touchdown. I say even my grandmother could do a kiss landing in a Falcon 6X, but it's so easy, and we had a few pilots trying it, and they were really impressed by this precision that we have until the very few last feet of the flight.
Well, so, the digital flight control system really can dampen out a lot of bumps. And I know you have an aerodynamic feature called a flaperon on this aircraft. Talk a little bit about what that means to the passenger in the back.
In the past, you had ailerons to do roll. You had flaps to get more lift on the landing. But that's something from the past, because now we are just mixing all the functions. Mixing all the functions give you the flaperons. The flaperons, they will act as flaps, but also as aileron. And also they can be used as air brakes if you asymmetrically move the control surfaces. So the idea is to get the best out of each control surface, mixing it like on the flaperons, and you can use that just to dampen the turbulences while flying at high altitude, to get the best AOA possible for your performance. And we have said that this aircraft has got better performance than planned, and it's way ahead.
So the other thing that's very important about this is the real world operating conditions of the aircraft.
Yes, it was very nice. We did more than 400 hours. I would say more than 150 legs, sometimes 4 legs in a day, or 4 or 5 legs in a day. And it was just a matter of stepping, getting the aircraft ready, starting up, going, landing, and then getting ready for the next flight. Reliability has been very good on this first demo aircraft, so we are very happy about that.
You've had a chance now to show off the aircraft to quite a few customers and potential customers.
Yes.
And I'm curious, after you've done all that work, what's it like to get a reaction like you have?
Oh, it's very gratifying, I would say, because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for us. It's a lot of work for the technicians, for the flight engineers, for the engineers, for everybody that participated to getting this aircraft to the flight line. And so it is like it's like a success in itself. You get to fly, it flies well, you get good comments, you go all around the world, it's reliable, it does the performance. So what a reward. It was a long road, but at the end of this road is the sunshine is there.
All right. Congratulations, and blue skies to you, Philippe.
Thank you. Have a good day, Miles, and speak to you soon.